Mic check 1 2 1 2. We are live. Yes, we're open at the shop. It's a smoky one, folks. We're going to drop this copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. And our software here has switched up on us again. What up? We got bro in the house. Yeah, we We're gonna drop our silent intro here. Saying what's up to the homie. Got fam in the house. Hopefully you get notified of the stream. I wasn't sure what time these guys were coming by, but they're here now. We got company. It's kind of a lonely morning. It was kind of eerie with the smoke and everything and the smells. The building is still smoldering, they say. Firefighters still left hoses behind. And we're going to pull up our monitor here. See if anyone comes to chop it up with us on this Thursday. Just got a notification of a police pursuit in the Hollywood area. We'll see if that gets broadcasted. Yeah, we'll bring that live. Boom, there we are. Should have warned everyone about that. And we're going to get this stream started with some Bigfoot activity. Yeah, it looks like we got one fresh report online. And we'll talk about some other Bigfoot related stuff here too. Let's see. Hairy Man Road yesterday dropped a vid and sharing some of those FOIAs, those FOIA request reports that he's been actively seeking and receiving. And, you know, those aren't free, folks. He's got to come out of pocket for those. And so, yeah, keep that in mind. It'd be cool to. I know I subscribe to the Patreon, and I got to see how that works. I don't know if that's a monthly thing that we pay there, but we did check out when he actually finished viewing that documentary everyone's waiting to see. Yeah. All right, here. So Riverside FM has recently switched up the format again, and I was just getting used to things because we had recently how do you say, upgraded. You know, you get those notifications to upgrade your either your cell phone or your whatever device you may be using. And that switched things up on several things here in the studio. And then also today got a notification that Riverside had switched some things up. And it's weird because it had a link to a video talking about the upgrades or whatever they switched around, which I appreciate. I went over to that, and that video was from like 3 months ago, and I followed them there, and I hadn't seen that video. So yeah, it's weird that I actually got that upgrade now, but they were talking about it 3 months ago. So I don't know, maybe some subscribers received it earlier than others. I don't know. But I do like this layout. It's pretty cool. And what up to everyone watching on all the other platforms? If you're watching on any of the other platforms. Okay. So we're gonna let's see. We should pull up Harry Man's Roads latest video. Shared that over in the posts. And we'll give you an update on the fire from yesterday. So let's do this. We're going to head on over to my channel right quick. And yes, we are open, folks. We're doing normal hours. Haven't heard any changes here. We've Had a little bit of traffic earlier this morning, and we appreciate that. Let's see. All right, we're over in the posts. So you could check out an update on the fire there if you'd like. Last night, chopping it up with Backwoods Bigfoot posted a premiere, and he's out of Oregon, and yeah, all those spots he goes to just seem epic, and it was fun. And we actually connected. Uh, we are in contact now, which is great. And yeah, hopefully we get to know each other a little more. Hopefully we get to hang out in the field. So YouTube's not notifying anyone. It seems like. Do we got one person? One person up in the chat. Everybody must be working. Let's see. We got this post here from Harryman Road. So it's Bigfoot photos from records. ... And again, he shared what he's received from those FOIA reports, and they're from different states. I believe Louisiana got back to him. I don't know if Arizona and a few other states, which is pretty cool to get any feedback. And some of the feedback he got were pictures, and I don't know if there was video. There might have been some video clips as well. And yeah, thank you to Eric for doing what he's been doing, and he's holding his ground, and also yeah, following through with his research, and sharing it with us. So that's super cool. I can't wait for that map. I believe he was mentioning. I think he might have mentioned some other things here. He did for sure, but I'm talking as far as like Bigfoot data collecting. I know he brought up um actually like going to authorities when you have a sighting or some sort of encounter. Now, I don't know about that. That's, I mean, it's a good thing. I get it, but I know for a lot of people that even a bigger step to take. It's hard enough for some people even to submit their reports to databases online. But yeah, it's a great way to go to legitimize the experience or what may have occurred. But I know there's people in certain areas, like I know where I had my first sighting of uh, what I would call a Sasquatch or a Bigfoot. It was on private property, and yeah, just the neighbors up in that area wouldn't, is just known for no law enforcement up that way. Murder Mountain. Uh, you might be the next victim if you're calling law enforcement up that way. And so yeah, he had mentioned that, and there was a couple other things. So it was a great video. Check it out for sure. Recommended. And there we got Chiro sounds up in the chat. Finally, I'm like, dude, we're rocking this live solo right now. It was a lonely morning here. I'm telling you, there's still smoke outside, and what they call June gloom, which you know I believe is a lot more than just what is it, marine layer. It's everything. It's pollution. It's what they're spraying, and a lot more now with this fire. They talked about the health hazards. They were talking about ammonia being present, and that even some of the firefighters left some of their hoses and took off for the night. So it's not completely put out because there's spots still smoldering, but uh, there is no like helicopter action like yesterday. It was just a whole show yesterday, and they say it was the first time I think they ever used the LAFD fire choppers for such a fire, and it was pretty cool to see them in action. There's PNW Rush. Good afternoon. Driving right on. We're going to get to some Bigfoot stuff here. And yeah, you're going to want to check out some of the visuals later here as well. We got one BFRO report. Should I put up my disclaimer? especially talking about Harry Man Road right now. Um, yeah, he's been holding his ground down, not taking anything from anywhere, and props to him. Yeah, we got Chris Jarvis in the house as well. Let's see here. So we're not sharing the screen. Ha! I thought I was sharing the screen the whole time. Uh-oh. Rewind. Here we go. Let's see. So I was just mentioning Riverside switched up their format here. It's all new again, and we were just getting through learning the recent changes on my Mac and on the platform, the software platform here. And I see the chat's acting all weird over here. What's up with that, Riverside? All right, give me 1 second. Layout, boom, there I is. There's Chris Jarvis. What's up, bro? Good to see you. We're gonna rock a little live here. Uh, just to put you up on game. Yesterday there was a huge fire at a what is it? A, a storage facility, a cold storage facility, and it's right across the street from the shop here. It made the news. It probably made national news. I know most of LA probably smelt it or seen it or heard about it. And LA is still on edge from the previous huge fires that were out here, the Palisades and the Eaton fire. And so a few minutes ago, we're just noticing some of the not only the activity outside. There was firefighters earlier still, and I'm sure they're still down around the building and all that. And late into the night last night, there was different news agencies out there doing their thing, reporting and all that. Actually, bro gave me a nighttime report himself, and we made a little short using some clips that we took yesterday. And yeah, we went live several times, like 3 times. One of those times we got up on the roof of the shop here and was able to get a great view of things. But yeah, big props to LAFD for doing their thing. Yeah, not letting that go way out of control. But interesting thing, back in 2024, so we probably have footage of this. Uh, the same thing had happened. So I think they're blaming the solar panels of the facility there because the roof is just completely covered in solar panels. And they say it happened also 2 years ago. And so that's interesting. I'll have to go back through some videos and see if we have footage of that because I have documented many fires. Because back there you have Union Pacific and there's a lot of people activity. I'll say back in those streets over there, and sometimes they cause fires. Maybe burning trash or who knows what else may be going on. But yeah, we get a lot of fires around here, and sometimes we bring it to you live. So anyway, we were talking about Harry Man's Eric over at Harry Man Road YouTube channel and his latest post there. So I was recommending that. And then also, yeah, we were talking about this news yesterday. A teen up in Crestline, and Crestline will ring a bell for maybe SoCal uh Bigfoot heads. I know Jeremiah Byron, and we got to send good and healing vibes, positive vibes to Jeremiah because yeah, I've heard he's maybe dealing with some health stuff, and we do care about you, Jeremiah. So we're gonna, be sending some prayers and some healing vibes to you, bro. Yeah, Jeremiah, check him out. Also, he's over on Bigfoot Society on all platforms, even listen like Spotify, I think, and all those listening platforms as well. He's all over the place doing his thing, and we want to make sure that Jeremiah continues to do his thing, right? So yeah, let's send some love to him, some healing love vibes. And yeah, the bear attack. Yeah, I know Jeremiah knows about that area of Crestline. It's come up before because there was a known Bigfoot incident, and I'm pretty sure it was Crestline because I get confused sometimes with Crestline and Ridgecrest. So I got to be careful. So who knows? I might be, I might be wrong, but I think that's where Claudia Ackley, rest in peace, uh, who was a friend, and I know her name is the Bigfoot Arena, and yes, she was there during the recording of Barb Shoop's um what they call the cloaked Bigfoot and stuff. Who else was there? Was Kaiju Ninja? I know Kaiju Ninja when we had him on the channel here talked about going out with Barb and being there. I don't know if that certain occasion I gotta rewind and clarify that, but it was cool that he's been out. I don't know. I think he mentioned he might have been to that area. There might have been some sort of connection to the cloak Bigfoot film. How many of you know what footage we're talking about? Oh yeah. You should know. It's very interesting footage. I know I got some buddies who think other, but yeah, I thought there was something there. And so she was there during that, and then she was also in the process of, of I guess suing the state of California, and she was reaching out to Todd Standing, and he was supposed to come through, and I think he might have. I don't know, but I don't think anything uh really happened with that. But yeah, you might have remembered her from that. But she was, I believe it was Crestline, and where they had the sighting with the daughters and all that. And I always questioned that particular video and incident. I don't know, some yeah, it's a tough one. But yeah, that made the news, and you can still find that online and everything. So I believe that's up in the Crestline area. So that's where this bear attack happened. And a lot of bear activity. Just the other day, there was one dumpster diving in Arcadia, which isn't far from here. Um, and so they're getting closer and closer, and they're even warning people uh, about the wildlife out here lately. That and it's been in other states. Even last year, we touched on a couple. I think they were fatal bear attacks, black bear attacks, and there was also another Southern California uh bear attack, but this guy was from San Diego out in was it Yellowstone, I believe. He was in one of the national parks. It was very recent as well. So another Californian. Damn, that sucks. So hopefully these guys, I mean, this guy looks like he's gonna heal up pretty good, and the other guy is alive as well. So I believe they'll be all right. And give me 1 second here. We're gonna pull something up. Let's see. Do we have something? Nope. Give me a second. We're gonna pull something up here. Give me 1 minute. Making a quick phone call. Let's see. What's up, Minxie? Cool. He received. Look, I tried using my. Well, maybe it was the phone call that brought him. I thought it was my telepathic message. I was trying to get a hold of my brother right quick, and he pulled into the shop. So thank goodness. What else? So the bear attacks. Yes. Yeah, be careful, folks. It's been wild out here in Southern California. The bears have been on the news pretty much every week. There's been some sort of a news report on bear activity here in the Southland. So heads up. And I know some of you, what was it last year? Also, I had and I haven't seen him around. Um, and he lives here locally as well. Had to basically arm himself because there was a huge bear in his neighborhood, and he wasn't going to take any chances. Yeah, there's been bears sleeping in under people's houses and getting evicted, and yeah, it's been wild with the wildlife for sure. Um, boom. Yeah, again, I was touching on backwoods Bigfoot, and yeah, hopefully we get to link up at some point. We've been in contact, and yeah, really cool. I love all his videos, the quality of his videos, and the areas he goes to. So definitely something to check out there. Um, and who knows, you might spot Bigfoot in the background. All right, let's see here. We're gonna jump on over to the BFRO and get this report off here. Boom. So that should have worked. All right. And so this we'll put up our Bigfoot disclaimer here. We know who runs this site. So recently added report. We got one here. Reports posted since June 1st, 2026. And it's Texas, Upshur County, and it's a class A recent. So that's always exciting. And we'll have a look here. It says motorist sighting of a Sasquatch around 1 a.m. on Highway 80 near Sabine River, 17 miles west of Longview, Texas. And that Sabine River it does ring a bell. I know I've been hearing about it lately and I've heard about it before. I don't know. I know Alex has been posting some of his Texas investigations. So I don't know if he touched base on the Sabine. I know he did Houston recently, and then where'd they go after that? But let's check out this report here. Report number 81252, Class A, submitted by witness Dustin Dean on Friday, June 12th, 2026. Recent motorist sighting of a Sasquatch around 1 a.m. on Highway 80 near Sabine River, 17 miles west of Longview, Texas. Year 2026, season summer, June 12th, Texas, Upshur County. And you could geek out on the location details there. They do show the coordinates, and it was around these coordinates. Nearest town between Big Sandy and Wilkins. Nearest road, Highway 80. Observed. I was driving down Highway 80 in East Texas between Big Sandy and Wilkins. It is where 80 turns into a 2-lane road and dense woods on either side. It was 1:20 a.m. on Friday, June 12th, 2026. It was stepping out of the woods on the eastbound side like it was going to cross the road. There you go. Typical Squatch crossing, it sounds like. I had my bright lights on and I saw it clear as day. Wow. When it saw my headlight uh, at it, turned facing me as it turned back into the woods. So let's read that again. When it saw my headlight, and then it says A, it turned facing me as it turned back into the woods. Its face still looking in my direction as it took one stride back into the woods. Its hair was matted with a brownish red look, and its face was not like you've seen in pictures. It did have the ape like nose, but its mouth was more human like instead of an ape or chimpanzee. Its eyes didn't glow, but it did reflect the light enough to look hazy reflective. So give me 1 second. All right. Someone had got someone had someone had gotten a mask earlier because it was all smoky outside, and I didn't charge him for it. So he's here talking to my brother. I was like, yeah, talk to my brother, let him charge you. So we're gonna continue with this report here. So its eyes didn't glow. So we're gonna take note of this. And I lost my place. But it did reflect the light enough to look hazy reflective. Interesting. I got such a good look at its face that I can still see it. Its face was elongated, not round. I figured it would have more facial hair. It would have more facial hair, but it says it was more skin than hair. I did have hair, or it did have hair around the face that looked more like a mane. So maybe he didn't have like a mustache or something. Going for the Abe Squatch look. That's what I'm picturing in my head. I was it was 7 to 8 feet tall and about 3 to 4 foot wide at the chest. By the time I passed it, it had already disappeared into the dark woods. Also noticed, excuse me, nothing. It says no other witnesses, no other stories. Time and conditions, 1:20 a.m., clear night, and I had my bright lights on. Environment dense wooded area on both sides of a 2-lane highway. And there's a follow-up report there. And then also there's a bunch of links down here, I guess, for that particular either county or area. Okay, it says here, here are other published reports from vicinity of the Sabine River in that 70 miles stretch west of Longview. The sort, let's see, the sort order of reports below is from oldest to most recent. The older reports in the BFRO database typically do not have location details as specific as more recently posted reports. Why? Over the years, it became easier for witnesses to figure out GPS coordinates for their incident location using Google Maps. And Google did not exist when this database first launched in the mid 1990s. So there you have a 1975 Van Zant County report there. 2 boys have afternoon sighting out behind family land in Sabine River Basin, 1976. Upshur County, which we were just reading this report from, sighting by a man on horseback of 2 large creatures near Gladewater. And a 1978 Gregg County sighting by a fisherman at night near Kilgore. And separate nighttime sighting by a family in a mobile home. Ooh. 1987 Gregg County, while hunting in Sabine River bottoms, 2 boys have a daytime encounter. Yeah, there's quite a few here. 1992 or 3, Wood County, hog hunter encounters unknown animal near Sabine River. 1996 Wood County also, nighttime road crossing observation. 2004 Smith County, teenager hears vocalization at night and has possible sighting not far from Sabine River. Where are all our sound effects? Drop that bass. Don't worry, chat. I'm gonna jump in there in a second. See what everybody's saying. See who's up in here chilling. All right. So 1996 Wood County nighttime road crossing observation. Yes. 2004 Smith County teenager hears vocalization at night and has possible sighting not far from the Sabine River. 2006 another Wood County woman describes husband daytime sighting on ranch near Is it Kilman, Texas? November 2025, Smith County. All right, this is last year. Trucker describes daylight sighting outside Garden Valley, 20 miles northwest of Tyler. See also the many Facebook comments about this November 2025 report, which contain more information from locals. And there's one more here, and I do see some mappage of the current report that we just read here. Again, is recent. December 2025, Smith County, Bigfoot howls heard west of Hideaway Lake, 9 miles south of Sabine River. Ha. There you are. All right, so let's check out this map here. And I could zoom a little bit as well. Looks like near Tyler. And that's the report we read. Class A sighting of a Sasquatch 17 miles west of Longview, Texas. And if you're interested, hop online and check out this report or go on over to the Facebook and see what locals are saying. There's a road. That's cool because it helps to put things into perspective for sure. The maps help, but when you get a picture of the road, and wow, look at that river. Yeah, very lush green around there, a lot of cover. You can see why squatches would be hanging out there. Interesting, interesting. And let's see here. What do we got next? So we're going to hop on over to the Bigfoot Mapping Project and see what is popping over there as let's refresh this. So I was just checking out, like I got it pulled up already. These are all Southern California reports. And but not all of them. A lot of them are like these green ones are the old John Green reports, which I find interesting as well. I did glance at a few of them. Some of them aren't very detailed. There was a few that were detailed, and I don't know if we'll get into all that right now. But I did want to have a look at the database, the map here, just to see if anything's popped in. And there hasn't been any reports. The last couple reports were just very short, not much detail. And there we go. It's refreshed there. We'll give it a spin. The flat globe. All right. Yeah, I don't see any new reports added. But yeah, just for backup, I guess we could get into some of those SoCal reports. And I'm gonna hop into, let's see, Spider Bite. What's up, Rich Shot? Are there a lot of sightings in? Oh, he's talking to someone. Salute to Diesel. Yeah, Spider Bites from down under. Is he? All right. And Diesel also put out another great video. I didn't get to share that one yet, but I did check it out. I was the first one to check it out. And I was like, you know what? This video had been posted for, I think it was about 15 minutes before anyone had seen it. And maybe, I don't know, maybe on your end, Diesel's different, but I was like, what the heck? Let's check this out. And it was an awesome video. You know, Diesel's always out in the field with his queen and investigating the strange and bizarre out in his woods. And yeah, Diesel, this is about the queue where you drop the link in the chat. And yeah, so I love supporting Diesel, and Diesel is an artist as well. Dieselart.com. Don't sleep. While you sleep, he creeps. Yeah, so I checked out Diesel's video, smashed the thumbs up like a Squatch would, and dropped a comment. And I didn't even have to say anything. I was just like, I put up 3 Bigfoot emojis and was like, "Yeah, my Ninja Diesel, still pumping it out no matter what." And then, yeah, keep it up, Diesel. You're leaving behind, how would you say? I think Wildman said it the other day. Words slipping my mind, slipping my palate, but it's almost like palate. It might be palate. All right, so congratulations, since we're talking Bigfoot and homies and all that. I wanted to congratulate, yeah, the homie Jonathan Easley from Western Bigfoot Explorations. Yeah, somebody maybe put his link up in the chat. Who's got the hot links? Who could do that for us? Western Bigfoot Explorations. And I talk about him a whole lot. And gotta call him into the office. He's on the list, folks.
Jonathan Easley to the office, please. Bring your backpack.
Yep. Yeah, it hasn't quite lined up yet, but it's gonna happen. We're hopefully. Come on, Jonathan. Don't be shy, bro. Um, yeah. So, Jonathan, his what is it? Mount Rainier video, and we should pull this up. Let's see. I'm gonna hop over to YouTube and pull up his channel because his Mount Rainier video just recently hit 1 million views. Yep, you heard that right. We're gonna confirm that. What, 1 million? Wow. Yeah, well deserved, my ninja. And Jonathan and I, we've been in the field quite a bit. We got stories. We've shared those stories, and hopefully we'll continue to bring you some stories and encounter, uh, uh, experiences, I'll say, that we've had and that he's had. And yeah, his channel's top notch. Don't sleep. And as I pull it up, exploration. Yeah, the other day, we've been earlier in the year, we were following a lot of plane crashes and the helicopter crashes that were happening all over the place. And things had kind of simmered down, but still happens. And the other day, a B-52 bomber went down here in Edwards Air Force Base. And there we go. There we go. There it is. So, and so we were streaming that. Fox, there were several news channels were live, and we got sad news because we weren't sure when we said, there was no audio from the news. All they had was a chopper out there, and you could see the disaster. And so we weren't sure about the details. And yeah, later on I think it was later on that night, we got more information, and people passed away in that B-52 bomber incident out of Edwards Air Force Base. And I believe some of them were military. I believe 2 were Boeing employees, and maybe some government also employees as well. So I don't think I shared anything in the post about that, but maybe I will. I bring this up because, and we'll have a look here really quick at his channel. I want to see. There it is. Y'all see it? And look at that. Even his Bluff Creek one here from a year ago is at 226. So Jonathan's been really tickling the algorithm there, which is super cool. And I'm super happy for him. And we all should be. Jonathan tickling the algorithm. But yeah, check that out, folks. 1 million views on the Mount Rainier here. Check it out if you haven't. It's a good one. And again, big up Jonathan. See, anyone share his link in There's Diesel shared his link. Someone put Jonathan's link up in the chat as well. And yeah, but y'all go check out Diesel. Check out Diesel. So Jonathan the other day had shared something with me. We're talking about these accidents, right? Aerial accidents. And I asked Jonathan, I was like, hey, bro, I'm gonna, it's cool if I share this. And it's public. This is public. So, and he I don't know, maybe he was waiting for us to have him on when, and we could still talk about this. This was a mind blower. So we're gonna have a look at Jonathan. Jonathan is very well spoken. You'll see in his videos, man, and just he carries himself like that in the field as well. And yeah, I'm just really happy to be a friend and to be a Squatch mate. And let's check out this interesting newsreel here out of Idaho. So this was about what? Let's see. And hopefully that pulled up there. Yep. Do we have a date on this? And do we have a video? Oh, darn. What the hell? Don't tell me. Where's the video to this? There we go. Can y'all see that? Okay, cool. We got Idaho News 6 here. And checking for a date still. Here we go. Posted 5:14 p.m. May 18th, 2026. What's next in the investigation into the F-18 Growler crash at Mountain Home Air Force Base Air Show? So let's see. Can we play this? All right, here we go. And it says Jonathan Easley right there. Let's check this out, folks.
New images show the moments immediately after two F-18 Growlers crashed during Sunday's Gunfighter Skies air show at the Mountain Home Air Force Base. I'm your Mountain Home neighborhood reporter, Sahana Patel, talking with witnesses and air show volunteers about the chaotic scene and what happens next in the investigation.
Well, one of the growlers just went down. See all the smoke behind me.
It was actually two F-18 Growler fighter jets.
That's the homie, Jonathan. I was like, whoa, what? So he witnessed this. Wild.
Appearing to touch wings and tangle in midair. The jets hung in the sky as you see the sparks of 4 crew members ejecting, parachutes popping open in the smoke-filled sky. In just seconds, both planes reduced to rubble and a cloud of black smoke.
I'd heard a thud, and I noticed I didn't hear any jet engine sound. So I backed up and immediately saw the black plume of smoke.
The base briefly went into a lockdown with no injuries reported on the ground. Jonathan Easley was there when first responders rushed in.
It was fire trucks, military personnel. Everyone seemed to have a job to do when this jet went down.
The jets crashed onto a road about 2 miles from the base. Now, investigators are working to figure out what exactly went wrong. When a military aircraft is destroyed, 2 separate investigations begin. One is designed to prevent future crashes and is classified. The other is a legal investigation and will eventually be made public. Investigators will be closely examining flight records and video evidence. During the lockdown, volunteers with Silver Wings of Idaho helped keep spectators calm as they waited for updates.
All the spectators out there were just kind of, just taking it in stride. No one was panicking. And I think the biggest part of the reason was the job the base did, just making sure everybody was informed. And
the 2 jets reportedly cost about $134 million combined, but spectators I spoke to say what matters most is that everyone survived.
The important thing is no one got hurt, no injuries, no one died. And that's the most important thing.
It was a disaster, but when there's a disaster, that's when heroes rise up. It was an important lesson for my kids to see.
Idaho News 6 will continue tracking the investigation and bringing you updates as they become available. I'm your Mountain Home neighborhood reporter, Sahana Patel, for Idaho News 6.
Wow. trip out on that. What? And we got another Jonathan up in the chat though this time. What's up, Jonathan? Sasquatch Wizard Adirondacks. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. And trip out, man. I'm kind of tripping over here too. The Riverside chat is like totally stuck and like acting really weird. But anyway, we got the monitor pulled up so I can still see the chat here on the side. And Jonathan, if you'd like, if you'd like to share your channel out, feel free to drop a link, brother. You have the capability to do that up in here. Everybody, I think, has a shield up in here, so you're able to share links or even time someone out if need be. But we don't ever have to do that here, right? I don't think so. But yeah, very, very cool to see Jonathan on there, man. And I can't wait to talk to him about that. And we briefly did over text. And yeah, maybe drop a comment, folks. Who wants to see Jonathan up, chop it up in the chat with us live? That'll be cool. All right, but let's see. I did write a few notes. Went through most of the stuff here. All right, the latest. Anyone check out that kid from Ohio who, took a picture of some strange figure out in the field. I don't know. It looks pretty strange. It does have a weird leg shape to it, and yeah, I don't know about it, but I still haven't checked out the full interview with the kid. It seems his mom, I think, also comes out in the video. And if you don't know what we're talking about here, let's see. Ohio. Let's see if this pops up for us here. Oh, yeah, there we go. So in case you don't know what we're talking about, you might want to check. Maybe you've checked it out already. The video's gotten a lot of views, just dropped about like a few weeks ago. Here we go. So there it is. Bigfoot eyewitness takes amazing photo. And you could see they use the actual picture, and it's like the perfectly cut out in the thumbnail there. And yeah, it has almost like it does. I heard people talk about like it looks like horse hooves. Like he's got horse hooves for legs or something like that. It does look very strange like that. And even like just the rest of the head and everything, it is strange looking. Is it a real Bigfoot? I don't know. I'd like to hear your feedback on this. I wanted to play the whole video and listen to it, but it's about 15 minutes long. So I if you haven't checked it out, maybe check it out and get back to me. Let me know what you think. And I know there's strange things out there. Maybe it isn't a Bigfoot. Maybe it's something else. Is it a hoax? Or is it something just we don't know of yet? Goat man. And it'd be interesting to see what area this is of Ohio, because we recently had that flap that happened up there, and there's been actual other reports after the flap, and Ohio is just a hot spot right now. They had the Ohio Bigfoot Conference up there recently, which is I think the biggest Bigfoot conference out there. And yeah, this makes you wonder, what's going on in Ohio? And what else happened in Ohio recently? They had the meteors go down while the flap was happening. And then there was something recently as well. I forget. There's several things that I think Ohio's been coming up on the map, on the news and stuff lately. Let's see. Doing great. Oh, Sharon's up in the house. Greetings to Sharon. Glad you popped up in here. Let's see. Sharon's doing good. Finally, my chat on the software stopped. It was like stuck, and it was like acting all There it goes. It's acting weird again. I see. Okay. Just a heads up, folks. They've been, Riverside recently switched things up on their platform for me here, which is cool. I like the new format, but I do have to get used to all this. I still got to get used to all my sound effects and where they're at as well. So bear with me. But yeah, we did get a new online Bigfoot report off, and we're sharing a little behind the scenes news stories, and we could give you an update also on the fire. We'll go ahead and pull that up. Let me hop on over here, and let's see. Oh, you get to see my history here. Y'all seeing this? Oh yeah, you can see what I've been watching. Oh yeah, Carlos Mencia in trouble. I'm sure Rogan will be happy about that. Let's see. Where is it? Fire update right here. Let's cue this up and get some volume going. Boom. All right.
Firefighters remain on the scene of a massive fire in East LA. The fire.
And again, if you're not aware, yesterday we had a huge fire right across the street from the shop here. It was a warehouse where they store cold food, and the roof is covered with you can see all these solar panels, and that's what they're saying may have caused this. So let's see what they're saying here. KTLA 5, and depending on what channel you go to, you get different, sometimes different information. So I if you're interested, I would recommend. People have been sending me messages, and a big thank you to everyone touching base, making sure we're all right out here. Again, it's been smoky all morning. They say the building is still smoldering, and we could even go check it out. We could walk over there. And what's interesting is that's where they filmed the Michael Jackson Thriller video, folks. So, and again, those, it's still like Thriller when you walk back there, especially at night. So a heads up. Yep. Yeah, I had to say that one again. Just in case you go back there, just a little warning from your boy here.
Fire chief just wrapped up a news conference with the very latest. KTLA's Eric Spillman is there in Boyle Heights with that very latest information. Eric, good morning.
Morning, Frank. We just heard the update, the little briefing that we got from LA Fire Department Chief Jamie Moore, and he says you have firefighters in this area. They are monitoring this massive cold storage warehouse here that caught fire here yesterday. They believe the situation is safe. They continue to monitor the air quality. We don't see smoke coming from this side of the building, but if you look down the street, you're going to see haze. And earlier this morning, folks were driving around back there with their lights on because visibility was not so great. So a lot of smoke in the air from this fire. Sky 5 HD was overhead last hour. Let me show you what that vantage point looked like. The fire still smoldering on the roof. Some of the solar panels here that were on fire yesterday still putting out some smoke. Firefighters still have their hose lines going up to the rooftop. And the result is, because of all that smoke, not just from today, but mostly from yesterday, there's a particle pollution advisory for this area coming from the South Coast Air Quality Management District. More on that in just a minute. But first, show you some pictures from yesterday. This was a huge fire, broke out around 2:30 p.m. This is a 500,000 square foot building owned by Lineage Logistics cold storage facility. It's on the 1400 block of South Los Palos Street here in Boyle Heights. The fire spread quickly across solar panels on the roof of the warehouse. It sent a large column of black smoke into the sky. You could see it for miles. It also created a leak of toxic ammonia into the air. Ammonia is commonly used as an industrial refrigerant. Now, as a precaution, authorities told nearby residents to shelter in place, to get inside, to close their windows. That order was issued in the area south of the 101 freeway to Washington Boulevard and east of Soto Street to Indiana. This fire was a real challenge for firefighters. Earlier, we heard from Chief Moore, who talked about some of the extra precautions firefighters had to take to protect themselves.
All of our firefighters are not only in full breathing protection, full firefighting protection, but some of them actually have been told and directed to put duct tape around anywhere where there may be skin contact, because that ammonia will cause irritation to the skin.
At one point, firefighters had to retreat from the roof of the warehouse for their own safety. They had to get out of the building. They had to run away. And the fire department decided on a tactic it doesn't normally use for commercial fires in industrial areas. It brought in water-dropping helicopters. Normally, you only see them on brush fires, but here they were, not far from downtown LA, dumping water onto the flames on top of the building. That was a creative type of strategy, and it worked. Firefighters were able to get a handle on this thing by 8:45 last night. The shelter-in-place order was lifted this morning. The fire department is saying there's no threat to public safety. There is, however, an air quality advisory in place as a result of all the smoke. It comes from the AQMD, and you see it on the map there. It applies to Boyle Heights, East LA, Montebello, and downtown LA. They are urging people in the impacted area to limit their exposure, to stay indoors, to avoid vigorous exercise, especially if you have a lung condition such as asthma. We spoke to a doctor who specializes in pulmonary care, and he also recommends using AC or air purifiers.
Yeah, so yeah, the air quality pretty, and I've always complained about the air quality here, sky farts and oh, what? I had it. It was right there. There we go. Oh man. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Even right now, the sun is starting to actually shine through some of the stuff that's up there. And you can still see at our ground level, it's pretty smoky. And yeah, not fun for smoking. Oh man. Anyway, so maybe we'll go check it out later. We could go over there and have a close up look. But yeah, wild stuff. And yeah, you all see any fires happening in your area, make sure to report them. I have to beat someone down. Oh man, what else we got? Let's see. Boom. There we go. So we are open. The shop is open, folks. I believe there's an event tonight. What's popping off tonight, bro? Oh, EDM night tonight over at the Catalyst. Electronic dance music. Yep. Want to get your little rave on? Come on through. That's 3921 East Olympic Boulevard. And the shop here is 3925 East Olympic Boulevard. Yeah, just follow the smoke and you'll find us here. And yeah, I don't know what time the event. I don't know any details, but you could probably find some more details at the shop's Instagram page. So if you're on Insta, feel free to slide through and see what's popping. I don't know. I haven't checked my Instagram, so I don't know if I've received any more information on any happenings, but I should know. I'll find out. I'm going to talk to my brother and see what's going on for tonight and tomorrow and the rest of the day. And I'm going to wish you all a blessed Thursday. Yeah. Thank you for hanging out, folks. Let's see. Let me jump in the chat really quick. Don't forget your glow stick, says Rid Shot. Yeah, we got I actually keep a couple right here on my mixer because it kind of looks cool. Uh-oh. We're getting a safety alert. And let's read this right quick. Public safety alert, LASD 618 2:30 p.m. Due to operations related to yesterday's building fire, use caution when outdoors in the area of East Los Angeles. This also includes the area of East of Boyle Heights. If sensitive to health issues, go indoors, close all doors/windows, and limit outside activities. Limit exposure to outdoor air. For emergencies, call 911. alertla.org. Starting to get a little Elmer Fuddie. It's time to row. All right, we rocked it for about an hour here. We're going to get back to it over here at the shop. Let's see. Anything else? Yeah, email. Get at me. I'll be checking my email later today. And let's see. P&W Rush. We'll be checking them out later. I don't know if anyone dropped the link for that. What's up, Roger Holler in the house? Holler at your boy, Roger. Good to see you, brother. Salute to you, and good to see you on lately. You know, a lot of people have been rocking over on Coley's channel over there, and but yeah, Coley. I don't know. We need to call her into the office because we're trying to get some people are trying to get a hold of her. So
Coley, SNX Radio to the office, please. Coley, SNX Radio to the office. Bring your little bag.
yeah. Let's run a 5K around the block. Oh, not this block here, Minxie. All right, y'all. It was fun hanging out. Now it's time to make tracks here. Any other breaking news, we'll bring it to you, Bigfoot related or not. If it's local, you might get a speed chase. It is Thursday. Let's see. Gerald left a message here too. He's probably saying you're muted or something like that. But let's head up out of here. All right. Watch out with your ears, folks. All right. Outro. There we go.